Hello there, guys. It's Fitness and Health Talk with Dave. And as I told you guys in the last stretch video, I normally come to the gym on Sundays, and this is the little I could record of him because this is when I have, not so many persons in the gym. So I'm going to take you guys through my, back exercise. Lots of guys, at least 90% of guys don't do back exercises. They don't even know if there's a back exercise. Majority of guys tend to do chest exercises and shoulder exercises. Just a few think they could do legs, but majority do chest and arms and shoulders because they think obviously it's for them like the more masculine muscle group. But all muscles are important and necessary. And like for the back muscles, this is what they do to you. They give you a strong posterior chain and they give you the illusion of a V taper. That's a smaller waist and a bigger lats. Just like what you say figure eight in girls. Men also have figure eight. That's bigger legs, smaller waist, and a wider back or lats. So I'm going to put you guys through my back exercise. I'm going to be doing way lighter because I'm still having lower back pains, and I feel uncomfortable when I go heavy. But back in the days, I used to go heavy. So it's about the stretch, like I always say. It's about the stretch, not about the weight. It's about the stretch. Stretching the particular muscle group to the extent where you create the process of hypertrophy. So basically, you have three muscles in a nutshell. In your back, we have spinalis thoracic, which is the upper back. We have the sacrospinalis, which consists of three muscles for the mid back, and we have the spina erector. I stand to be corrected from medical doctors or orthopedic doctors, but I actually use these terms because it makes me feel sophisticated when I use them. So pardon me, let me use them. So let's go straight into it. This exercise is a lat exercise. It stretches the lat muscles. I don't think there's anything that stretches the lat muscles as much as pull-ups. Bang. Stretch. 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 So like I always tell you, 1 minute rest in between sets doesn't allow the particular muscle group to get relaxed for too long. So I'm going to rest for just 60 seconds before I get at it. So I want to show you typically what it takes to train for less than 40 minutes and it's effective. You don't have to spend 2 hours in the gym for it to be effective. But that high tempo and close, no more than 1 minute rest in between exercises actually stretches the muscle fiber to the extent where you create what someone is trying to create in 2 hours or 3 hours. So it's not about the time, it's about how you train. 40, 39, 38. This particular exercise is for your lats, your latissimus dorsi. Bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This is the third set. I have to take off my rest period so I could manage time properly. This is my third set. Let's do this. I'm going to be doing 4 sets of pull-ups. The importance of a strong back can never be overemphasized. For me, and I'll tell you, and even top coaches will tell you that a man's functional strength comes from his legs and from his back. Your back is like a trunk casing for your spine. So you want to have a strong back. Most of the lifts you perform by lifting, chairs and tables and stuffs, you use your arms to do that, but the stabilizer muscles and the muscles that do the actual lifting come from your back and from your legs. You want to have a strong back because a strong back gives you a firm and manly posture. Let's do this. Fourth set of chin-ups. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Let's go. We're going down to our mid back. And when it comes to back exercises, a lot of rules are involved. A lot of rules. There are different kinds of rules, but I'm going to be doing the bent over row. One thing about back exercises is that no one ever gets the form correctly at all times. Sometimes you just have to make sure you're comfortable with the form before you add weight. Bang, bang. That's like a warm-up. Let's do this. Oh, roll for your life. Roll, roll for your life. Roll, 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 roll. One set down between 10 to 15 reps. All right, second set of rolls. Roll for your life, baby. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Third set, a last set of bent over rows. Two exercises down. So let's work on our upper back. You know, your back begins at the end of your shoulder. This part of your back. You know, let's stretch it. Bang. 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 We're still rowing. We're still rowing. Bang, bang. Bang. Boom. Fall. Bang. Boom. Bang. 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 Woo! If your life depended on rows, how much could you have rowed? Please, Always pick a complete stretch of the particular muscle group over amount of weight. Don't be an ego lifter. When I was quite young, I used to have a lot of ego lifting sessions, and that's one of the reasons why I have lower back pain. Don't ego lift. I could go so heavy on rows though, but the most important thing is your form, your stance, and actually stretching the particular muscle tissue. It's not about the weight. It's about creating a conducive environment by doing the exercise correctly for hypertrophy to take place. Let's do this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't forget repetitions between 10, 12 to 15 repetitions. This is where you actually stretch your muscle tissues to a point where it breaks down. Wait for you to recover when you're resting. You take your supplements, you take your vitamin C, your E, you take your whey protein, you take your creatine, you drink lots of water, your good food. It sucks this up into the muscle tissues. And your creatine ATP, that's adenosine triphosphate, one important nutrient or compound for muscle development. That's when it sucks it in and you get bigger muscles. What actually happens in the gym is breakdown of muscle tissues. I can't emphasize this enough. So when you're training back, of course you have your upper back, your mid back, and your lower back. So you have to attack all these parts of your back to have a strong and functional back muscles. Most importantly, protect your spine. For instance, even those that are quite fat, when they hit a wall like this, what takes the pressure from the wall and from that bounce is the back muscle that I have now, or the fat cells or fatty tissues. So fat is not so healthy if it's too much, but of course we need fat to function properly. This is the last set of the upper back exercise. I'm going to have at least 12 reps. Yeah. Woo! You know, as an athlete, whoever trains an athlete, you don't have to be a world-class athlete, but whoever trains, even if all you do is to stretch yourself at home, you're an athlete. There's something you have to know that's a very vital tool and very important tool for you to function properly. You should be able to use whatever thing you find. You should be able to use minimum tools and your set skills to exercise. There are some guys that come to this gym that the only thing they know is this machine, this Smith machine. It's meant for squats, it's meant for bench press, different variations of the chest muscle. It's also meant for shoulder presses and military presses. You can use it for hip thrust and all that. And trust me, it's just me and the coach or a few other guys that know this. 95% of guys feel that this machine, the only thing it does is for bench press. You have to know and understand what it means or what you should do when you come to the gym. If your favorite machine is not available, it's very important. Very, very important. You need to learn gradually. It's a gradual process, but you need to learn that You don't have to use this machine for bench press. It's not a must. The only exercise for chest is not bench press. A lot of other exercises that are very vital and important for your chest muscles than just the bench press. Come with me to this machine. Stretch my latissimus dorsi muscles. A lot of persons don't know that this is one of the best exercises for back. This is one of the best exercises for back. This movement stretches the lat muscles so much. Bang. Stretch and stretch. Look at my lat muscles. See how they stretch? Stretch. Stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least average gyms have machines, have at least just one multi-purpose machine. So you're going to find this setting in some part of the machine. You could use this for a lot of different exercises depending on the handles. If I had a handle with a grip as wide as this, but I sat down here and this way, it's also a back exercise. It stretches the lower back, the mid back, and a little bit of the upper back. So 3 more sets or 2 more sets of this. I don't stop when I'm tired, and you too, you stop when you're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do well to always hydrate yourself. When you do compound exercises and heavy movements, you get dehydrated a whole lot. Do well to always hydrate yourself. And if you have those fancy stuffs for hydration, go ahead, but make sure you don't hydrate yourself too much from frequent and prolonged use, because that will lead to high blood pressure from too much use. One thing I want you guys to realize is that because I'm losing weight, and for you too, if you're losing weight, don't forget that your fat cells are actually store energy. When you lose weight, you lose strength too. I can feel that I've lost strength because I'm losing weight, because I've lost body fat. So, notwithstanding, reduce the weight to where it's going to give you what you want, and do the exercise correctly. And make sure you have ranges of motion from 10 to 15 for maximum stretch of that particular muscle group. I keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, because this is the major reason why a lot of persons don't see success in the gym. They make the same old mistakes over and over and over again. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa. You don't want to tax yourself so much when you start exercising with so much weight, so much heavy weight, that when you get to the mid, the mid of the exercise or towards the end, you're tired and worn out. You want to maintain a certain tempo as you have progressive overload. I'm going to progress overload in my next set just for you guys to see. I'm not progressing overload today because I have lower back pain, so I'm going far light than I can normally, push. I don't want so much stress on my lower back. And in case you are worried, for my experience, size, and frame, and where I am in terms of training, I don't need to use a belt at this moment to train because it's way lightweight. If I was doing heavy squats, my belt would be here. If I was doing way heavy bench presses, my training belt will be here. And it's not this fancy cheeky belt that girls use. It's not that. It's a real leather belt that I do. I think one of these days you guys will see it. So, progressive overload. That's how you get stronger. I just added 10 kilos to it. That's how you get stronger and better. You're getting weaker, you're adding weight. So, you can only become a fine-tuned machine training like that. Let's do this. And when you see this pose, it's what they call latissimus. That's how you get this. And it's also a part of your back muscles. Yeah, last set for back exercise. Let's get into that lower back, baby. Like I said earlier, on lightweight, baby. So light. Sometimes when it gets tricky, also use your head. You give yourself shorter rest periods so you push yourself further so you finish faster. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what a typical light back day looks like. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube in Calabar Talk Show with Dave. My name is David Ochui. I give real life practical advice for health, exercise, and whatever profound solutions. I normally end my training session with a stretch and start with a stretch. Bye-bye.